pedal. That's it. Feed it on and floor it now. That's it. Good. See, we got over the rise there. That was very nice. Good. Nice third. Now turn it. That's it. Good. And then down the hill. Trust your power down. Brake in a straight line, remember? Good. And then feed it on and floor it now. Go. That's it. Very nice. Very nice. Out here. Good. Keep it going. Keep it going. Stay with it. Brake in a straight line. A little bit wide there. Third gear, wait for the turn, wait for the turn. Good, you keep going, no red lights on yet. Good. Very good, this is going to be a nice lap. There it is, lift and turn, squeeze your brake, be progressive, that's it. Third gear, well done, 1 minute 26.5, so you've brought it down. Alright, we might, I'd say they're going to throw the line soon, so we might just give the car a cool down. Ooh, have a breather. Here, don't be suckered into turning in too early. As you get faster and faster, as your lap time comes down, you're like, I've got to get in and out of the corner faster. Yeah. One of the side effects of that is you turn in too early. Here, let's brake, turn now, and tip it right down in there. And this corner is your nemesis. Yeah. It is such, honestly, it's probably one of the most difficult corners on the track to get right, because if you go too late, as I said, you understeer, but if you go too early, you completely destroy the exit in and out of the turn. So, sorry, the entry and the exit. It's one of those corners that if you get it right, you can gain 3 or 4 tenths of a second, even up to half a second. But if you get it wrong, it goes the other way and you can actually lose it. This is much better here now. Notice how we were doing our braking in a straight line, and then when we turned, we weren't getting that really bad turn-in oversteer. The back of the car wasn't stepping out. Yeah. And then that last run through the last corner, you pieced it together. This was really good, and that's where you found that second. Like, we just went from the 27.8, I believe it was, down to the 26.5, which was really good. How does the brake pedal feel? Still okay?
Yeah, it's good. It's certainly not as good as it was when we started.
No. And that's one thing, as I say, we just got to watch it as the day goes on. That was good. How's your lap timer working out over there?
Good.
So you started here, but it knows where to stop the lap previous?
So I just have to press new lap.
Oh, okay.
So it goes new lap.
Ah.
Yeah.
But it remembers where you push the button at the start of that lap, yes? Yeah. And it'll hold the stop there. Okay, that's cool. Good. That was really good. See how brave you're getting into turn one? It's like the first lap you went through there, when I say that, I think it was like the third or fourth lap from the end there, the car, got it to turn in oversteer as you were going in, and then it was like, oh, I did it again. Oh, and then I'll do it again. And then you just did it over and over. Just watch our sign, hang on.
Yeah. With Ray not being there.
Yeah, let's go over this way, yeah. Alright, so we'll swing over that way, that's it. Good. Lovely. Yeah, so that was really nice. You notice the track conditions were a little bit different that time, because through that sweeper on the back straight and also into the final turn, when we're trying to brake and turn in, like do our trail braking, the back of the car was stepping out. So fundamentally what's happening is, as we're braking, obviously all the weight's on the front, and let's say this car weighs about, I don't know, 1,300 kilos. when you brake and you transfer, say, 80% of the vehicle's weight forward, that's going to be about 1,000 kilos on the front wheel. So we're only really leaving then about 300 kilos on the rear wheels. And if we split that between the two tyres, it's only about 150 kilos each. So if I went out there and put 150 kilos on a tyre, I bet you I could drag it across the road. But if I went out there and put, say, 400 kilos on a tyre, I wouldn't be able to drag it across the road. So it's... Oh, the cafe. So when you're braking, if we try and do it in a straight line, then the car's more settled as we go to turn in, where you're getting more and more hungry under brakes now. And so that's where, if you still hold that little bit too much brake pressure, we've gone from getting understeer now to getting turn-in oversteer, where the back of the car's light, and you find yourself going into the right-hand bend like this, you're counter steering.
Yeah.
And what that does ultimately is it washes us away from the apex, which means that it hurts your mid-corner speed, but then when you go to put your accelerator on, you've got to wait longer and longer and longer until you can put your throttle on. So that's why, 3 or 4 laps from there, and I said, okay, let's do our braking here in a straight line. And once you did and got it turned, we were hitting the apexes again. And so as the track evolves, you've kind of got to evolve with it a little bit, but still the net yield there was, once you got it right, was over a second in lap time. So that's good. And as the runs get longer, everything gets hotter. The brakes become less effective, the tyres become less effective, they don't give you as much grip and so on. So you'll find now, if the track continues to dry out, you're going to be better off trying to do your fastest lap times in that first 4 or 5 laps, because it's not going to come after that. So Are you out of brakes?
Smells.
Commodores. That was really good. press stop on the camera.